Welcome to another SnowRunner mission video. In this one we're going to collect some logs, some medium logs, so that we can make some medium planks in one of the sawmill construction zones. We pick up this mission. We've just swapped maps from the first map to the second map, which I think this is Lake Riviere. So we're heading now towards the logging camp. It's early in the morning. Trying a different truck in this one, which will prove somewhat inadequate, but you got to try these things. So this is a mod truck, and it's the Voron Grad. The specs look pretty good, but I think I expected a bit too much with considering the load size. But you live and learn. You saw the truck and trailer back there that was used to repair where I am now. There was a landslide here and it was cleared to make it a bit easier to transverse those rocks there. As you can see here, as we're going down this side of the mountain, I suppose you'd say, down this incline. It does look somewhat tricky, but what I hadn't thought of was making the return trip up the mountain with 2 loads of medium logs. Just at this wide junction now, and checking the map to make sure we go in the right direction. While I was making my way towards the logging camp, I definitely wasn't thinking about the return trip. This truck did use quite a bit of fuel, but I think that was just a case that it was underpowered, so I was struggling a bit to get through so many sections that it was just burning through the fuel. Luckily there was a few spots where I could refuel, so wasn't a problem, but it's one of those things you do have to take into consideration when you're working out the routes to all these various missions. This truck is carrying some jerry cans on the roof rack, so should have some backup. Just here I'm just turning around to get to the loading area. Just here I can see a fuel trailer, so I'll winch it over towards me so that I can refuel out of that. These fuel trailers are spread out a little bit here and there over the map. So we're refueled now. So we're ready to load some logs now. Unfortunately, I couldn't load I couldn't attach a log loader to this truck frame, so I just had to hope the truck didn't fall over, and I needed to repack the trailers. So heading off now, full of hope and enthusiasm. This mission or task, or what I'm actually doing here with these logs, it's not actually part of a mission or task, but it's something that is required to do to make some medium planks, which are required in the mission. Because there's no medium planks available anywhere on the map, or both maps, the only option is to make some by taking the lumber to the sawmill and then getting it converted into planks. All part of the complexity and fun of the game. Just coming up to our first obstacle here. I think the truck is just too light. It's just bouncing the front end. So we're able to winch ourselves up out of that one. All very slow going, all in low range. This truck has permanent diff locks, so they're always in. Just spinning on those rocks there, we just can't get enough grip. It's probably just lacking the power, possibly. Well, it's probably not so much power, it's just the weight. It's a light truck. So just selecting a winch spot on the trailer, then hooking to that tree. Now we'll power up and the winch will pull that up over those rocks. Just using the automatic winch throw, hoping to latch onto something solid, and we finally got there. One of the few things I don't understand in the game as to why you would choose to lock onto a small sapling or bush that's just going to pull out of the ground. But it is what it is. We're making our way up the mountain. Fairly decent incline here. See the fuel usage over there really clicking up high as we try to just get up this terrain. Just carefully around this outcrop. Tend to wash out a bit here. Looking for a solid latch on for the winch. Finally get enough to get some momentum. Just throwing that winch out again.
For fuck's sake.
Trying to hook a tree further away, but it just simply didn't want to do it. So we'll hook on manually. Choose the winch points. Now we can haul ourselves up across those rocks. rather sketchy area with very little room. Another reason to take it very easy so as reduce the risks. So I'm just going to grab some fuel from this truck that's parked there. Doesn't leave too much fuel left in that truck, but there is a tank, a fuel tank on the trailer for that one, so I will be able to get that one out of there. If fuel is an issue, I can always take a service truck out and refuel from that. Our way down to where we came in. So we came in off to the left there, but I'm going to hang a right here and go to a different tunnel. So the tunnel I came in on, which was up to the left, was a better entrance tunnel as it's close to the logging facility. Here I'm heading towards the other tunnel, because when I come out on the other side of the other tunnel, it will be close to the sawmill that I have to go to. Just a quick pause for a selfie thumbnail. This is another relatively common track we've used a number of times. Coming down to the river or lake. Then I'll just have to head back up the slight incline. Which is not super friendly. Worried there, but we're okay.
Oh,
Excuse me. Searching for a winch position. Definitely plenty of moments that makes the heart skip a beat. Just heading off to the left here, that'll take us towards another warehouse facility. Coming to the warehouse turn off now. But we'll head straight past. Just heading up to a turn off here. That's about now I've realised where I am and the path I've chosen. Which is definitely not user friendly. Sometimes you forget, and just looking at a map all you see is a track going through the snow. But then when you realise what that relates to terrain wise, it's not good. So I had a quick look on the map there, and I think there is I wouldn't say it's it's definitely not a track or a road in any way, but it's it looks like a clear path so that I can sidestep this area here. So this part and where it leads to further on is an area that I've rolled a truck over 2 or 3 times, lost a load once, rolled off a cliff once, got stuck in a gorge once, or like a rut where the truck wouldn't drive out of it. So I wanted to bypass it at all costs. So here I can just see a path going up over that ledge there. So I'm just looking for some landmarks as they relate on the map. So we're going to head up here. A bit of a winch help. Just need to carefully slide around this tree, which luckily we just do. Sometimes a load can lean over and get caught up on a tree that's in the way, so luckily become unscathed there. So we can see the road up ahead and that small bridge. So then we just have to make our way around these rocks. And just super lucky that this worked out in our favour. The terrain might look somewhat unhospitable, but compared to the other route, it's definitely way better. Just going out wide so I can turn into the road. From here it's a relatively easy cruise as we make our way towards the tunnel entrance. Just taking in the scenery, which is always spectacular in this game. Maybe not so when your truck's laying on its side or upside down, but most of the time it's quite amazing. Quick double check. Just checking out all the very cool detail on these trucks and trailers. Such an amazing job they've done. Was a little worried when I spotted this detour, but lucky enough it's fairly straightforward, no big deal. I don't think I've travelled this way before. pretty sure that this tunnel entrance was originally locked and unfinished, so it had to be. So there was a couple of missions where it was repaired. Not too far to go now. Sun's starting to get a bit low. Probably should have stopped for a coffee and a bite to eat, but no rest for the truckie. So we're through the tunnel. Back on the original map in Harbour. Making our way to the Sawmill. Kevin's just nodding away there on the dash. Always going to have your travel buddy. Kevin's as good as it's going to get. But he's happy to travel and likes to join me in all the vehicles. Just about there, can see some structures through the trees. So we'll hang a right here. into the loading bay now. So here you'll see the storehouse. There's 3 symbols up the top there, one for unloading. So here I've just unloaded the logs, and I'll scroll over onto the next one, and it'll allow me to craft the medium planks from the logs I've just dropped off. So now it'll show that I have 6 loads of planks in stock. I'll just scroll over and it shows that I've got, well, you'll just want to see now that I have 5 packs of normal short planks as well. So that's about it. Ready to get on to the next mission where I'll use these planks. Thanks again for joining me, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.